Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's the Purdue Boilermakers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Catching up with the Boilermakers head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Bulldogs offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Now we see Isaiah Canyon coming off a splendid performance, more than 100 yards receiving and a couple of touchdowns. Running inside, it's Phillips. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Looking long. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They'll need a bunch on second down. On the run, it's Phillips. Just smothered on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. So Purdue's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. What a luxury it is to have a guy like Ellis Robinson the fourth and maybe take away a receiver from this offense.
And I am so curious to watch this matchup because talking to these two teams beforehand, one feels really, really good about where they stand on the defensive side of the football. And one feels like the other side is very green and lacks experience. And Jesse, this is going to be one of those things where I'm a quarterback where I can't make those mistakes. And how much do you want to try that baller on the other side at corner?
Yeah, I think that's the big question, right? Because his offensive coordinator doesn't want to handcuff his young quarterback, but you also kind of want to protect him from himself. And this guy's a gunslinger, and he's aggressive. And he told us in meetings this week, I'm not afraid of him. Well, you need to be, because that's one of the best corners in the entire country. And if you try him too often, he'll burn you.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Just feeds the running back. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Fights off a defender. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Murray. Crosses the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Boilermakers moving quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times and lost the game. So far in this one, there having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Left side is Watson. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Boilermakers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hampton. Swamped immediately.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Stopped right there. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. They're all over it. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Hits inside, it's Phillips. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job on the defense.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. The run inside. It's Hampton. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Breaks loose. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
In the backfield, it's Phillips. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Man, those sting, man. 3rd down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
No room to bring it back. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Got the quick completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He wants to go deep. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
This is a great play by the defensive back. And I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Fires downfield. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Quick give. It's Hampton. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down to the air. Keeping his eyes downfield. Breaks into the open. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Working that wide receiver screen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Catch is made at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. They're working that left side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets...
Snags, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A great catch and run for 6. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking for a crease. It's Murray. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Fake wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
From the gun, it's Phillips. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Might as well run him again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder.
Unloads it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And the dogs are flying down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a space. Hauls it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing of it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but...
And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the return. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. Shoots it to the left. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll go back to work on offense. Pulls it, fired complete. At the 45, on his way. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Boilermakers want to move quickly. Play action on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like they take a deep shot, they try it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Boilermakers. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6.
Number 42, set to kick this one off.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. Crosses the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Drops back on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And you bust a big, long run play, and then I think all eyes get on the running back right away. And how about this offense with the ability to switch pace really quickly, go from the big run, now take the shot down the field, showing you the balance that can make this offense really dangerous.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. On the move. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. Needs it here on 4th down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Red Evan on the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Looks it in. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. Out wide right, it's Watson. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, going to throw it. Look out! Got rid of it just in time.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Turns it upfield. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Under pressure. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Rush right in his face, and they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense comes up big in a big-time moment, and we've seen it all game long, man. Getting to the quarterback, rattling him, sacking him, and again, in a big moment, on 4th down, they do it again, and they are looking pretty to close this game out.
The Boilermakers decide to call their 1st timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Boilermakers call timeout, and they will have no more. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The offense set for a 1st down play. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big